So I believe that street is not linked to those things, but street simply is a community that we learn so many things about.
So you believe the people in the streets can use social media to influence other youths positively?
Of course, most of our communities we focus much on the negative, just as a lot of people having that mindset that oh, people living in the streets are bad boys, they are vagabonds.
You mentioned the word ghetto. So we have some people, they are the bees. The bees, like they are from rich home, they've not seen the other side of life and those things. So they don't really know what ghetto is and what ghetto life is. So you mentioned ghetto. What is ghetto? What is ghetto life and street life? What is the difference between these two words?
Okay.
Ghetto life and street life. The word street is commonly used by most of us these days, and we all believe social media is also very common in our world today. This is the Boiz agenda. This episode promises to be very exciting and educative. I have here with me Mr. Emmanuel Saki. I'll give him the opportunity to introduce himself briefly to us. Mr. Emmanuel, you are welcome.
Thank you, host. My name is Iman Osaki. Yeah, happen to be a family man. Before I talk, I just have to give a shout out to my family, and I believe that tonight, with our topic, it's going to be impactful, and our audience will also receive much. Amen. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so the main things we want to talk about today is the street, the word street and social media. When we say street, what is street in the modern world?
Well, street, I will put the street as a community where people interact. You know,
Okay.
as a community, I think we that is where raw talent, you know, that is where people like with a lot of talent, you know, get their training from. So I will classify street as in a community because community is a place where we find ourselves in there doing one thing or the other. Yes. So example is our homes that we come from, our homes that we come from. We also have the schools that we've been to, and also the churches, etc. So one way or the other, community simply talks about when two or more people have contact, and out of that, we also get impacted by person A or person B. Yes. So I would tag street as a community.
Okay, so to you, street is not um, someone being a rascal, someone being um, a disobedient person, someone who doesn't follow the precepts of the community. To you, that is not what street
No, no,
means.
no, 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 no. To me, a lot of people have perception and misunderstanding about certain things.
Okay.
Because one thing I know for sure is that you can know something, but you don't have the reality itself. You
Okay.
can know marriage, but knowing marriage doesn't mean that when you enter marriage, the reality you can do well. You understand? So
Yeah.
we have knowledge and we have practicality. So at the end of the day, there is a notion that street is linked to bad stuff.
Okay.
Street is linked to so many things. That is what many people know about. So I believe that street is not linked to those things, but street simply is a community that we learn so many things about. To learn something, we have the bad stuff and the good stuff. It's
Definitely.
either you know what you want and you have to know what the thing that will impact you.
Okay.
You understand? Because one of the things that we all need to understand as believers or as people, no matter what, whatever that you look out for impact you, whether good or bad. So it is up to you to choose the right things or to choose the good stuff that will move you to the next level. Yes, but I believe that street is not termed as what people usually talk about.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. So, how has the streets affected the youth positively?
Well, I think I have some few points here. I believe that the street the street itself, in terms of me terming it as the community, has really impacted a lot of people
Okay.
positively, but they themselves haven't identified it. Yes, you know, there is one thing me myself I've noticed about people that always talk about the street, that I'm in the street, I'm in the street, I'm in the street. Most of them are very confident, and most of them can convince people. So positively, such a person can be a marketer.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people never learn marketing in school, but through friends, through interruptions, Charlie, I get this phone for here, I'm selling it. Out of that, they'll get the deal done, and they get their monies. You understand? So I believe that that confidence level is always being built. Most of the people in the community or in the streets, most of them are loud. Most of them are very visibly, or they voice out. You understand? They are not the type that just hide. I want to hide myself. That introvert aspect. No, no. If you are wrong, you are wrong. You understand? So all these things, out of the street, out of the community, wherever they find themselves, it has built their personality. So I believe that most of them that feel that, oh, I'm in the street, I'm in the streets, and we think we are from the home, proper homes, that we are even correct. Most of them are even correct more than us, that we come from our various so-called various good homes. Do you understand? Because they learn certain things naturally, which before we that we are in those homes, we need to be taught.
Yeah.
But naturally, whilst they are in the street, positively, they are being nurtured, or they are being trained to do things natural.
So you believe the people in the streets can use
Mm-hmm.
social media to influence other youths positively?
Of course, of course.
Okay.
The social media too is another world, or is another platform that amplifies what you already do, because social media is a way of life.
Do you think living in the streets brings any disadvantage to the individual living in the street?
Living in the streets,
Yeah.
oh yes, everything has two sides. Everything has two sides, and most of us, or most of our communities, we focus much on the negative. Just as a lot of people having that mindset that, oh, people living in the streets are bad boys, they are vagabonds, they are this, they are that. But I believe that the negative aspect, as in terms of finding yourself in bad companies, finding yourself at places that are not, that you are not supposed to be, as in terms of the ghettos,
Yeah.
the bunkers, because the good old book says that bad company corrupts
Corrupts good moral.
good morals. You understand? So I believe that identifying yourself as a good person, you must always attribute or find yourself in with good people. So I believe, and I know that you know, it also brings a negative aspect into our lives, because wherever that you find yourself, you are being impacted negatively, at the same time positively. But most people rely on the negative aspect. But in every negative thing, there's a positive thing in there. So I believe that most people that find themselves in those areas, I believe that with proper engagement and proper understanding, when you are being talked to, something can be changed.
Okay, so you mentioned the name, the word ghetto.
Yes.
So we have some people, they are the bees. The bees, like they are from rich home, they've not seen the other side of life and those things. So they don't really know what ghetto is and what ghetto life is. So you mentioned ghetto. What is ghetto? What is ghetto life and street life? What is the difference between these two words?
Okay.
Ghetto life and street life.
Well, ghetto simply means like gathering.
Okay.
Like, I find my friends. Okay, what we do is that this is why I get my pleasure.
Okay.
You see, it's just like this. We all have what pleases us. I love football. Yeah, I'm a United fan. Carrick. Yeah, you understand? Four in a row who win the league. Yes. So you see, I'm a football fan. Somebody cannot watch football in his, like, him alone, but he
Okay.
prefers that he wants to go to the join people to watch football. But aside joining people to watch football, there are exciting moments that they'll feel like doing, just like drinking alcohol,
Okay.
doing all that stuff. So the ghetto is the same thing, just like classroom, just like church.
Okay.
Getting to meet people, just to take their whatever. Yeah, I don't want to mention those things so that if I mention it, it's like I'm amplifying it. No. But the ghetto is a place where people meet just to have fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you think we can do, or what do you think can be done to reduce crime rates in the streets and in our society at large? Because whenever a crime is committed in the streets, it definitely affects the society.
Of course.
What do you think we can do to reduce that?
Okay, so just as I said earlier, I'll always say like engagement, proper engagement.
Okay.
All these people that they find themselves in the street, or in quotes the ghettos or the bunkers, they are all coming from homes.
Yeah.
They are all coming from homes. Most of their parents on my brain.
They have
So
spoken to them and they are
yes,
tired.
so they feel like I've been neglected or dejected.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
So I believe that the parents, the community leaders, the church leaders, the assemblymen, the politicians, proper sensitization,
Okay.
like proper engagement, meeting them. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Talking to them, because I believe that situation that you find yourself that has become a habit, I believe with proper engagement, the person can have a different mindset.
Definitely.
Something that has become you have become more addicted to. I believe that when you are being educated on those things, I believe you can have a change of mind.
So we can say that the main thing still keeping them in that life is they feel neglected. They feel like they've been abandoned.
You see, let me tell you something. Most of us, we amplify the negativity of people. We always see the negative of people, the negative side of people. Most of us, we focus much on the negative aspect of people. So I believe that, the groups of people that I mentioned, the parents, the guardians, the assemblymen, the leaders, we must engage them, because all these people come from the community.
Yeah.
We know them from the community, so they feel they've been, we've neglected them, we've thrown them away. But I believe that when we bring them closer to ourselves, and when we speak to them, they can have a change of mind. Because when an arm robber or a brother is an arm robber in your community, it affects you.
Yes.
It affects you. So I believe that, and somebody also said that, Charlie, that is those guys are the guys that most ladies want.
You really
You
think
like
so?
you like the that is just by the way. But I believe that when we get closer to them, we talk to them, we let them understand who they are, and try to let them know the positive aspect of what is in them. I think something can be done, and they'll have a change of mind.
Thank you very much. In today's episode, we've spoken about streets and how to positively impact other people, and how to use social media and the other positive things we learn in the streets, or the individuals living in the streets, to affect other youths positively. Thank you so much for watching Boys Agenda.